Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are going to have very interesting discussion. Actually, we have a lot on our table. Remember always to put a notification bell so that actually you don't miss out on some of these videos that will actually be coming directly to your screen. I don't know who told the contact himself. He came up to my home. That day I was just making some cleanness, self cleanness by washing. Guys, I don't have a wife. I don't have a wife, so I was just making cleanness myself or just washing my clothes. So I was just putting my phone aside, whereby the contact came to my home, and I was just listening to the music. So the contact came to my home. At that time, my mother was inside the house. My father was inside the house. So he came. The first thing that at that time he was just holding the machete, guys. That is the reality. He was just holding the machete. He came. The first thing that he took is my phone. My phone, whereby he came that I didn't know that what he was just planning for, but the only thing that I see, he took my phone. He entered with my phone inside my compound now. So you have had the Mogesi, Anesto trying to lie the public. You see, the things that we are going to look onto that voice of Anesto, because this young man has really been trying to lie people for a very long period of time. First of all, if you have to look very critically, does Anesto looks like a person who can easily hand over his phone to Congrats dad? Does he really looks like a person who can easily hand over his phone? There is an excuse these young boys have decided to come up with in the village, with the aim of trying to look for sympathies in the eyes of their viewers or their subscribers. There is this mentality that they have developed to confuse their audience, that whenever Congrats dad moves, he's always moving with a machete, which is actually a very big lie. We have been in position to see Congrats dad when he is always visiting. For example, he has visited the daughter in the construction site. Did you really see him moving with a machete? Did you really see? So these young men, they're trying to make people believe that actually this old man moves with a machete everywhere that he moves. Those days when he used to be at the construction site of David Jr., did we really see him there with a machete? This is a big lie that is actually meant to tarnish the name of this old man, which actually we are not going to agree. The issue of the phone, I can assure you, I don't believe in what this young man is saying, because he actually liked lying a lot, that his phone was grabbed. These are just monkey tricks, of activating donation and confusing the public. There is actually no need of Congress dad grabbing that phone, because he said the phone was grabbed, and then he sent his mother to go and talk to, I don't know who, because again, he said the phone was grabbed by Congress dad, but again they're sending people to talk to the travel command? Was the travel commando, was it the one who grabbed the phone? Was the phone grabbed and taken to the travel commando's place? If you want to really see that this kind of thing is out of context, this is a young man who is just trying to deceive people, looking for sympathy so that actually people can continue watching his videos. These are lies. He's just after tarnishing the image of this family. That is what he's doing. Because he said the condition that was given to him was actually not to release videos talking about this family, which he said he accepted. But if these conditions were given to him, how was these conditions given to him, yet himself he did not reach? He did not reach there. He did not even go there to get his phone. All what he's saying is not actually adding up. It's not adding up. This is a boy who is full of just lies, just looking for problems. I don't believe in whatever things he says. He is a young man who is actually very confused,
Just talking like he told my father that your son has to stop what he's doing. Has to stop what he's doing. Because guys, I was just exposing them, and he doesn't want people to know that he has the collect or the original number of the plot that we have. That is the whole family, including Mugisi's family.
Now, when you listen to that madness, that Congress dad told his father that the son is talking badly about him and the entire family. But now, at the same time, he said his brother went and talked to the travel commando. But the person who grabbed the phone is actually Congress dad, according to him. According to him. So, the person who was actually having a problem with him is Congress dad, not the travel command. So how comes the phone was picked from the travel commando's home? If you want to see that this is actually a scam, is trying to look for donation. You see, he has been activating donation for people that to fence so that he can fence the piece of land they have. Let me tell you, this young man, first of all, has been having a lot of issues with the members of the family. One, he had reached a point whereby he did not want to talk to his elder brother because his elder brother sold his land. You can imagine his brother sold his personal land, the land that was given to him. And now, this is Anesto, who is a young man, a young boy, who was talking badly about his brother. And he reached a point where he could even fear to meet his own brother. But now, he is the very person who is coming out that when he sent his mother to ask for the phone and the mother failed, and he sent his father to ask for the phone, also his father failed. He was forced to go and had a conversation with his elder brother to go and talk to the travel command. This is where I have a problem. If his brother went and talked to the travel command, was the travel commando, was it the one who grabbed the phone? No. Was the phone grabbed and taken to the home of the travel command? That one is a no. So this young man actually coming out that his elder brother went and talked to the travel command, and the phone was released. Those statements, if you look at it very, very critically, those are lies. Those are lies. Anesto is a kind of a person who is always, actually, I'm in the village right now, is the only one who is standing, causing problems. Because the person who have been also creating this confusion in the village was actually the fisherman. Now the fisherman is not there. So he is now the one who have replaced, causing a nuisance, madness, stupidity in the village. If you remember very, very well, Anesto was actually plotting to destroy the fence of the princess. He was plotting to destroy the fence of the princess. If you remember, when Anesto, he traveled from Nairobi back in the village, and he went and made videos at the fence of the princess, saying the land was sold from here up to, that was a time one of those subscribers, those notorious subscribers, that they were actually encouraging Anesto to destroy the fence of the princess. What made that fence actually to survive? That fence survived because of the security guard that was put by the princess to guard the area. That is actually what made it to survive. But Anesto had a plot to go and uproot those poles that were put, to put the barbed wire. Anesto was supposed to remove those things, to destroy them. An evil-minded individual will always not settle in the community. This is a young man who is always on and off in the village. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that this young man does not stay in one place? Even as we talk, very, very soon, he's going to leave that village. Go back to where? To Nairobi. Then you'll find him opening his mouth like never before. He's still a young man. But he's allowing individuals who have lost direction in life to actually confuse him the more. You can imagine, as he's very busy talking about the family of the travel commander, his mother is actually very busy conducting business at the construction site of the princess. If he was a kind of a person who is sober, a person who thinks for the family, he would not actually be talking about people who are actually feeding him. Because when his mother gets money at that construction site, she'll go back home, buy his food, cook food, and the very mogesi will be in position to eat that food. But when you look at the way this young man talks, you may think their family is full of food and he's the one who is buying. One of his, maybe his subscriber or his viewers or his supporter, ask him, why is it that your mother is still going at the construction site of the princess? His answer was that his mother said instead of sitting at home, she rather goes and makes some money to support the family. Now, this is a mother who thinks But this is where Anesto was actually the one who had started misadvising the mother. You know? So you can see the type of a boy we're actually dealing with. A boy who does not think, a boy who does not wish well for the family, is destroying the family. Instead of the family taking this opportunity to progress, to move a step, is dragging them behind because of his ill-minded intention not to see development coming to the community. This type of a young boy, if you have 2 or 3 of them in the family is actually finished. There's no doubt about that. You know, there is actually no doubt about that. So, the way I look at this so-called Anesto, small donation that is actually keeping on coming to his pocket is making him to be excited. And he is not yet ceasing to talk, to spread rumors, chaos, commotion in this village. He can do anything because of little donation. These are the people who are actually selling their own community to the rest of these confused individuals who are promoting chaos in this community. It is not acceptable, and we are going to continuously stand against this type of a mess. The truth should be spoken, and the truth should be said. It should be very, very clear that this young man should not be allowed to cause destruction in their own home. You can imagine he wanted to try to block his mother from going to work at the construction site. You know, ill intention. A person who cannot even wish his own family well. What do you really expect? Just like what you have seen from this so-called the Pasi woman. I have seen this very confused woman coming out actually that she is apologizing to the travel command. Really, this is very, very shameful. Very, very shameful. You know, after all things that she has been in position to do, she is now coming out that she's apologizing to the family of the travel command and to the travel commando for the bad things, wrong accusation that she was able to throw towards the travel command and to the entire family. You know, what does that one really show? What does it show? You know, what does it show? She was very, very desperate for donation, you know, and we used to actually to tell her, these are your neighbors. These are your neighbors that you are deceiving yourself. The so-called the donors who are financing wrong activity to cause destruction in your own village, in your own home. But she used not to listen. She chose the wrong direction. No? And now, since she has now realized, even people who were trying to help her to construct the house, they have actually abandoned her. You know? They have actually abandoned her, and nobody is listening to her. And now she has got to realize that the actual person who is supposed actually to remove her out of this mess is actually the travel commander. That is where the hope is. Children are not going to school. And these very children are the one who is roaming at the travel commando's home. That is a place their own mother hates so much. But the children are there. Now, since she has realized that probably she has made a mistake to crucify the right person who was actually willing to help her, a person who was willing to bail her out of these problems. Now she has realized and she's coming out and trying to make things right. And it is actually very late. Very, very late. I really don't know if at all, even if the travel commando is to forgive her. I don't think, there is forgiving. But the trust, will the travel commando still have the trust she used to have on her like those days? The trust is already gone. Even if the travel commando is to forgive her, the trust is gone. That one I can assure you. The trust is actually gone. This is what people actually don't realize. You know, you create problems for yourself. The children would be going to good schools. Probably that house would be over. But because she decided to sideline with this so-called Bugoma woman, Bugoma woman has nothing to help her. Because even the Bugoma woman herself, she's struggling. You know, she's struggling with life. You know, she cannot even afford to buy 3 bags of cement. And that is a person this so-called person was listening to, being deceived. Now you see how she's really suffering. See, now she's trying to wake up, but it's late. Very, very late. You know, they always say, listen to advices. Don't be fooled. Don't be deceived. However much you have issues with the people, you know, do not crucify everybody. You know, listen to this.
For what happened, you know? And I'm just taking my time to apologize for you. Yeah, I'm so sorry and just forgive me. Yeah. Guys, remember one thing. Yeah, as I told you, if it was not that man, no one could be know me. If I would go down there and Mara said that no, there's no job here. You can't cook on my side. Guys, let me ask you one question. Who will going to know me that I was just living in that village? I'm neighbors. Guys, today I want to know in the comment section. Who will going to know me that person is just living in that village and she's a widow, he have some kids. Who will going to know me, guys? Please let me know that one in the comment section. From the reactors, who will going to know me? If it was not a Yamara, who will going to know me? Because we have a respect that, oh, this is wife to my friend, my friend Zach, so let me give this woman job here, so the woman can start cooking here for the Masons. So he just have that respect and he decided to give me a chance to start cooking down there. You see? So now guys, me I just wondering sometimes, and because I see some reactors are there making some big mouth, talking so bad, saying that passy. Aye, let me know today in the comment section if it was not that man who will going to if it was not that man, no one could be know me, guys. So let me see in the comment section. How do you think?
So person is trying to deceive people that actually her brain is now open. She can now see the right thing. No? But this is a lady who used to say she was also not paid. You know, when she used to work at the villa, she was not paid. You know? People can really look for attention, but now you see what it has really costed her. She thought money was going to keep on flowing like water. You know, that is what she thought. That actually, at some point, this woman wanted actually start comparing herself with the travel command. That if the travel commando can have a whole fence around his home, even for her, she can have it. Because now she used to feel like she's now too big. She has made it in life. Construction is moving so well. All activities in her home right now, it has stopped. You know, it has stopped. People have used her and now people have dumped her. And now she's trying to go back to the people, the first people, whom she was criticizing, whom she was abusing, whom she was criticizing, talking so badly about. And now that is the travel commando. And to the entire family of the travel commando, that she's pretending that she's apologizing. Even when you look at her face critically, she doesn't look like a person who is actually apologizing. She looks like a person who is actually looking for another drama. Because she is a woman who is actually love drama. that apology, I really don't think it is going to work out. Because if this lady, uh, if they are to take her back to the home of the travel command, you are going to see what is called the real drama. Problems on top of problems. Because this is a person who actually does not listen. Does not listen. You know? So, let me know how many of you support the travel command to actually take this lady back. Not only forgiving, but reaching an extent for her going back at the travel commando's home and probably start cooking there, organizing things, maybe in the compound there, giving us something to do at the home of the travel commando. How many of you agree with that? How many of you? For me, on my side, I don't think I support anything. Let them be now like neighbors, good neighbors, no? But you also be at your home. You know, if you meet along the road there, or you are passing, you greet. But now the other trust, the trust, that is what I think will never happen. Because actually the travel command has trusted this lady 100%. 100%. She could go to the travel commando's place at any time she wants. She could even go there and ask for any assistance, and the travel commando would be in position to respond as quick as possible. But what she did, I really don't think the travel commando, I know he is a person who is really very, very lenient. And I don't think he's a kind of a person who ties things in his heart. That is why he has been entertaining those children at his compound. Because one point, at a certain point, he said, "Those children has no problem. Let them play around. Let them eat." But now, this apology, was it really a genuine apology? If you look very, very keenly, was it really a genuine apology? Or it is a way of laying another trap? Now, you see, this Passy woman actually had a lot of hopes that she was going to be the one organizing food for the mansions, people who are working at the construction site of the princess. She had all hopes there. But that hope was crushed. And I think that is the reason why she's starting to realize the pain. That all those ones would be on her favor. But because of her behavior, her character, some of those things have been taken away from her. You know? Because the travel commando actually valued this woman. Anything that used to happen at the travel command, at least she would be among the first women to be called to do work. But because of her weird character, she has lost it all. You know? Now, she had bought saucepans, she had bought items that to start cooking at the construction site of the princess that was actually blocked. So now she has resorted to opening a hotel, a small tiny hotel. That is now where she's cooking from. You know, she has now opened a small tiny hotel that she's cooking from there. You know, because of the frustration that she has actually got from the construction site. Because I don't think whether even if all people are no longer in that village, I don't think they will give her the opportunity to go and work at the princess home. Because actually the princess does not like commotion. The mwango does not like problems. That is the first thing that probably should have even put in our minds. You know? Should have put that in our minds. Why should you want to go and be with the people whom you have been criticizing? People whom you have been talking so badly about. And now you come out that, yeah, I want to also to come and do something. I want to cook. There are really people who are too short-sighted, which is actually not right. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Let me tell you, donation is pouring for the princess at the construction site. The mwango is actually making people proud. And the support that is actually pouring is amazing. Very, very amazing. Let the construction continue constant, no stopping. So that individuals who have been talking about the princess, they'll be ashamed forever. We are tired of individuals who actually want to make good things look so bad. So somebody donated 50 bags of cement. 50 bags of cement. Do you know 50 bags of cement can construct a very, very powerful house here in Africa? 50 bags of cement. I'm wondering that house is going to take how many bags of cement? 20,000, 10,000 bags of cement. 10,000. Let me tell you, the so-called negative reactors, they are putting their heads in the mud. They even don't want to talk because things are really flowing. Things are flowing. Donation after donation. Every day you wake up, donation. Every day you wake up, donation. No? Yesterday, Winnie Ball, made a contribution. It's a general made a contribution. Today, another person. And actually, Winnie Ball, thank you so much for your big donation to this platform. Thank you a million times. I really appreciate it. Yesterday, she slapped me with a donation here. Blessing Winnie Ball. I really appreciate the big support. So, good things is flowing. And as good things are flowing there, also good things are flowing on my side. Ezela, big up to you. Tomorrow I'm going to enjoy myself. Courtesy of Ezela. Ezela, thank you so much. Big up to you. Tomorrow is going to be a big day on my side. It is going to be a big day. Ezela, thank you so much. I'm going to go and check that thing tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy myself. Ezela slapped me. So meanwhile things are flowing there, I'm also here. My day is also working. My day. Today is today. So people are very busy slapping me here. And it makes me feel like I know some of them will be jealous. Me, I'm happy. You think I'm also here for nothing? I'm also making something for myself. So tomorrow I'm going to organize myself. I'm going to walk and, I get something for myself. Hey, thank you so much, Ezela. Big up to you. Thank you so much. Thanks a million times. And all of you, my good people, always keep on supporting me here, watching my videos, subscribing, what again? Liking, and also the so-called negative reactors, when they hear about money, they become crazy. They become really, really crazy. Yes, they become crazy. So, me, I'm happy. So what? Whether they want to be annoyed, let them be annoyed. For me, tomorrow I'm going to buy a chicken. I'm going to buy a chicken for myself, courtesy of my good. Yes. So now what should I say? Yes, today is today, and I can assure you a lot is happening. At the construction site, things are actually moving so well. Jamaican Uncle is really doing a very, very good job. Big up to you, Jamaican uncle. By the way, Jamaican uncle, you are really a blessing, not only to those people whom we are supporting, but also to everybody outside there here in Africa, because he's actually doing a lot in promoting Africa in general, to the outside world, which we are really very, very proud of, and also big up to our good people who always ensure that things are actually flowing very, very well. Winnie Ball, blessing for the big donation yesterday in supporting the construction side of the Princess. I'm really very, very, actually, when I see those construction sites moving ahead, it makes me come here when my eyes are up. But let me tell you, if the Princess was struggling, even me, it would be even be very, very shameful even to come and talk here. If she was struggling to buy materials, to do what, and people are not supporting. But now, because of the support our good people are doing, I come here with my head up, without no shame, and I'm be like, however much these people have been talking badly, but right now things are actually moving so well. Things are moving so well. Now, the so-called the reactors, none of them are talking about that construction. You will never even hear them talking anything. They are very quiet. What they are now talking about, they are talking about the foil, the foil, they call it a foil, a baby horse. Those are the things they're talking about. And some of them talking about the wife of the travel command. But the issue of the construction site, they are ashamed. They are ashamed. Because some of them thought that building was going to be a very, very tiny building. Let me tell you, that house is going to even be bigger than the one of the travel command. It is going to be a huge one. 15 helicopters to be landing on top. 15 helicopters will be landing on top there. So you can imagine how big that house is. Let me tell you, here in Africa, when you give a villager a chance to talk, even when the house is small, they will tell you, that house. Now, like that one of the one the princess is constructing. The villagers at the drinking joint, you don't know what they are talking about. Some of them are saying that building, it is 50 times the one of the travel. Don't play, don't play with the drunkards. That is now the topic in the village. The other house is going to be 50 times the one of, and the person will be very serious. Because that is what actually the angel is talking about. So when you see these individuals in the village trying to talk, criticize, and talk badly about the trouble, actually the villagers have got something to talk. They have a story now to tell. Some of them are actually making money and they go and drink themselves, buying for others also alcohol. You see, when a poor man gets some little money, they will become so excited. Some of them are even going to buy drinks for their friends and they fail to take something home because they're just too excited. Because they know they will drink today, tomorrow they are going to go and make another money. They know work is continuing. So let me tell you, the most people who are actually excited are those people at the construction site, especially the helpers. Those that are mixing concretes. They like adding additions. They will not give you the information the way it's supposed to be. They will add some salt to make it look like it is real original. So who have been talking about that construction, you have even seen the mother of Anesto could not resist going to work there. She could not. Because that is opportunity. If you don't make money in the village at that time, you will never make it again. Because when will Mama Winnie Ball start the construction in the village? When will Jamaican uncle start the construction in the village? When will David Jr. start another construction in the village? When will the Traffic Commando start another construction in the village? Serious constructions. When? Those are the big questions. So the opportunity is now, and it is right now. And that is what the villagers are actually looking at. You know? That is the reason why you see this person is very busy apologizing. Because she knows from the time that construction was starting up to the end of that construction, she would have benefited something good. You know? She would. But now she's looking at it like she has messed up and things are not moving on her favor. Shame. You can imagine. You can imagine now that she's coming to apologize after creating hatred, promoting division in the community and also in the streets, in the YouTube platforms. What type of a human being is that? Is it actually right to forgive her and make her go and work at the Princess construction site? Do you actually support person going to work at the construction site of the mwango? Do you support that? With the way you look at her characters, the way she behaves, do you really support the fact that she must be there? You know? Because this is a very, very close neighbor to these people. Very, very close neighbor. But she's a snake in a green grass. Please, if you're this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, I would really want to end here by wishing all my good people, all the best. And let me send very, very special greetings to all of you watching me from USA, UK, Canada, and all of you watching me from the Caribbean. Thank you so much for always supporting this platform. And big up to my good people here in Africa. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. And a very, very special greetings to Anthony Mulama. Greetings to you, Theno Official. Big up to you. Ezela, greetings to you. Winnie Ball, big up to you. Thank you so much for the big donation. I really appreciate my good people, and all my good moderators outside there. I really wishes all of you the best. And all my good people, thank you a million times. And thank you so much for always continuously supporting this platform. It really makes my day. And I really appreciate. Thank you a million times. Let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. Actually, today we are supposed to have a live stream. But mostly tomorrow we are going to have a live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you a million times. Let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. God bless all of you.